NPP minority leader Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markins ebutuama mo nim eja ode ne ho akwakotum eye jeja o abisu yomo okache eye sitting judge se enya dia obe respect no na etese judge no ohye NDC atare okeka ansem bebre etu bi emane eye Chief Justice Paul Bafboni or the court headquarters no ama ensem bebre ena eba Afenyo Markins so aha Kwase Politics TV. So unsubscribe there, subscribe and hit it on the notification bell so never any updates be ever dropping on. So once able to me akabi. Sitting NPP MPs be sorry Afenyo Markins. Omo akache ni pin say judges now or insult omo sanso ataki Chief Justice no. Unacceptable. Abusuyanti sisi ano ama Afenyo Markins as NPP minority leader no ne position no at risk. Say NPP MPs be akokokwam omo che say the Afenyo Markins say undeserve say say olidi omo parliament. Kevin Taylor ababe drop shocking details or say 3 NPP MPs be and then akasa omo che say nah, this is unacceptable. The Afenyo Markins say obesanso the party no ako opposition. Mom yanko ti Kevin Taylor nensema or the tuja unsubscribe subscribe and hit it on the notification bell so na any update be ever dropping on. Also able to me akabi Gossip Politics TV so better say.
What I want to say then say me, I'm not going to talk much, but I want to talk to those with conscience in the NPP. This is a party, and you might not like me, which is fine. I understand. This is a party that left office a year and 5 months ago. This is a party that people are expecting you to do things in a way that because okay, I am seeing some different NPP that is taking responsibility and respecting the intelligence of Ghanaians. I'm very sure that there are judges in Ghana, with all due respect, they are leaning towards the NPP. And there are so many people in Ghana, Afenyo, and they are asking themselves, who are NPP now? Do you think this posture by the minority leader, who are NPP now? You think this posture can give you power? Sometimes, I am not can say where ye be say, but every election its own style of communication. Maybe 2024 and now 2020-2024, it had that style of communication that was effective then. Oh, Kevin Taylor, a robust, hard, very vulgar in his words. Maybe that time, it demanded for such reaction. Michamo Politics 101. But you see, every election cycle be the kind of communication you're facing. Now, you see, Afenyo Markin is doing this not for you, NPP. Afenyo Markin idea or yet to protect himself. His leadership is at risk as a minority leader. And you see, sometimes, more MPP for some time will be one day, and I'm being very honest with you. There are people sitting on the sidelines watching. They are judges. About 3 MPP MPs in parliament spoke to me this morning. And they're like, this is unacceptable. Especially coming from a leader or yet lawyer. These are the same lawyers we'll be facing as we move on. These are the same lawyers any MPP for we will be standing before. As much as they are lawyers, they are humans. Every lawyer votes in Ghana. Every judge votes in Ghana. Every judge have their leanings, whether you like it or not. So, especially somebody who is a lawyer and somebody who is leading a minority, which is trying to reshape the way the party looks. This kind of talk will never shape anything, especially when you want to take power. Because now, You are in opposition and you are launching a fight against judges. It will now move to fighting against chiefs. It will now move to fighting against religious leaders. It will now move a fight against maybe philanthropists, businessmen. Now, this is a party that has done so much damage to the point they need to please every single person. And pleasing every single person, I don't mean that when something is wrong, you cannot speak about it. But when you want it to be a banter between that party, and the citizenry who can read between the lines and understand the issue at stake, then it means you are not doing yourself any good. You are not doing your flag bearer any good. You are basically digging the party deeper and deeper. So what this guy did, I'm being honest with you, and most of you will insult me and you will see there are MPs who don't like this guy's leadership style at all. Because right now, if you are an MP and you're a lawyer, you have to understand this guy has created enemies for you in the judiciary everywhere. Now, the party as a political party, you will be going to court. You will be facing these same judges. And see, what was the essence for this attack, which we all know was baseless? It is because this guy never speaks for the MPP. He has always been a Kennedy guy. He has always never wanted about mere leadership. It has always been about himself. So what he's doing is not to bring you people back. And you might say, oh, Kevin and Payasem, me, I've done politics for long. And I've studied political dialogue. And I've studied Ghana politics. So many NPP MPs are going to lose their seat because of these kind of statements. Yeah. Because now, your opponent can use it against you that you supported Afenyo Markin when he was going after the judiciary. And it will not stop here. He's going to go after the chiefs. He's going to go after the religious leaders. He's going to go after teachers, nurses. And sometimes you ask yourselves, you are also a lawyer. You are part of a political party. How can we make one person? Because some MPP communicators now, sometimes I'm catch them say, I am more attacking Nipa. Monko after these people. No, you see why Afenyo Markin is not arrested? Politically, it is not wise. Mamenka Wencho, no political party will be stupid enough to arrest a minority leader. No political party or no government. But you know something? You, the person that he's fueling, you are the ones who are going to be the casualties. Because Mona Motiti TikTok now, you are taking inspiration from this politics this guy is doing. Most of you will end up in jail. Because imagine you live around the Adenta municipality. Now, Okoka assembly because you are taking inspiration from Afenyo Markin. You are going to go before that same judge. You are going to go before a judge. You don't know his political leanings. So, basically, the oil say he's setting you people up. And no party that wants power, no political party leader, Onimunyansa will sit there and say, this is okay. Never okay. Never. And it hurts me that there are so many people in the MPP. It hurts them, but they can't speak. Because every single day, everything this guy says, and I'm not here to even talk about Afenyo Markin's history when it comes to his disrespect to the court. I'm not even going to do it because everybody knows. This is the same person or yet lawyer obi some court to me friend threaten no I'm a girlfriend I could rape ni nua bema I could rape obi ba eden say we obi ba na ojina hold defend to me call general legal counsel after sending thugs after 2-year-old kid. This is a dirty riffraff. But what I want to tell MPP for to say, I don't have time, but I want the MPP to understand. Say, if you think this kind of communication, Afenyo Markin at the end of the day is a politician. If I'm the president, with all due respect, no government in their right senses will jail Afenyo Markin. You know why? Because Afenyo Markin's action reflects the party. And his actions is what is destroying the party in parliament. It's me, I'm a president. Why should I go after Afenyo Markin? Because I know Afenyo Markin is doing the job. And if the MPP fails to understand these basic things, if Bawumia fails to understand, then it means Yendu 2028, not party Nankasano, no Ghanaian will want to associate themselves with the NPP because this is politics 101. You might not like me, I understand. But one day, Mwankasamba, sorry, I raise the issue. Because this guy, from day one, he has never been a Bawumia person. Okay? For around the nation and around the world. That is what they have taken advantage of since 1992. Afenyo Markin Abegina kind of try insulting a judge who has been selected by the Constitution. Afenyo Markin is a lawyer in the first place, remember. He's a practicing lawyer. He has a law firm. And every single judge, and remember, time Makasi Tiachi Bafono, every single MPP person on TV so can say, if I speak against, or if when I spoke against Chebafo, it technically meant say I had spoken against the judiciary. Now, Afenyo Markin Jina platform NPP headquarters with his colleagues. Eka Ghana for you and say, Judge, you know, on who say or a judge crampa, on your sure say. He was speaking from the NPP headquarters. So look at the environment. And now, secondly, look at the people he was with, the whole MPP leadership. And then look at the people who are sitting there clapping, his fellow lawmakers who are also in parliament and some being lawyers. So you see, Afenyo Markin na onjina ne dem no okaso. Afenyo Markin no jina MPP headquarters. Afenyo Markin was supported by his colleagues who are members of parliament and some former ministers, and some of them being lawyers. Afenyo Markin himself is a lawyer. And then Afenyo Markin stands in front of the cameras to tell us, judge no to onye sure says judge no osebuo eni so mama ni buo. Why? Because ose judge no ene de eye de abronya akoto remand. Secondly, ose Onwanga sending the party for no judge. And remember, in Ghana, the constitution through the judicial service and then the vetting of parliament in the judge or Ghana. Technically, the lawmaker is telling us that respects no crampo no onima the judiciary, that is the chief justice to the last person, and also the constitution that ye jinaso edi judges. This is a lawmaker. And the most important part is say he is a lawyer. You see, when somebody is speaking, the first thing you need to understand the environment he's in, the context, and what it represents. It is an Afenyo Markin them and maybe a radio be friend or cancer because Afenyo Markin speaking from his home. But this is Afenyo Markin speaking from a place where they call their party home, and then amongst people who are also lawmakers and lawyers who at the end of the day are parts of the judiciary. So don't just see this statement as Afenyo Markin Jimmy and all kind of no. He knows what he's doing. He understands the oil. He basically is playing with the NPP because one, when you said the NPP as a political party, do Jimmy to the point that they will not look at this matter from that point of view whereby you are representing the party that was in power a year and a half ago or a year and 5 months ago. And that whatever you would say as a leader of our minority and also as a lawyer and where you are standing, it reflects the party. Now, I'm going to give the MPP something to think about. On Afenyo Markin or can some in such a way to say, judge, in his capacity, and or said that and I didn't say, or the Edding, or the Abronya Kakotum. Also, Kasan Osha, the body language, he knew he was breaking the law. He knew what he was doing wasn't something that as a member of parliament, a lawyer, and a leader of the minority in parliament should do. He knew it. But you see, parliament, he wants to be in the news. And two, he knows his position as the minority leader is very shaky. But Omia wants to change him. And three, he's calling for attention. So what he's doing now, and say, party now, it needs to reset. it needs to be accepted. No, he is basically making everything about him. But you see, so be a leader of even a choir group. That's a oko abontine. Me from Yankasama, sorry, Anglican. Na so be a leader of a choir group, na oka Anglican choir group on, na oko krobiso, na okoye nyome bi enya. Yebeka say Anglican or Boise Anglican diocese a choir member na akoye say. So whatever that person does, it affects the group. Afenyo Markin is the leader of the minority. Now I'm sure there's a document or Rankasa published here. We are going to read the document. Me read we are na much show. The Afenyo Markin can no any document no Rankasa publish and we say MPP for no omu Ghana for nyina but maybe say me read the document we are now I will speak to Ghanaians. I will speak to the MPP for omu nyansa. Maybe they are failing to understand the ditch this group of people are putting the party in. Shadie, you see this document? Come out. There's a document Abronye shared. Afenyo Markin shared this afternoon on his own page, right? Let me read the document and show. Where is a case report? The course will court in time Abronye call quarter. Then your man say uncle that remand, right? Shadie, these documents were shared by Afenyo Markin Nankasa on his own page. Now let me read them and show a Davy. I feel we are no busa and say now, Afenyo Markin Nimwe, as a minority leader, as a lawyer who has a law firm, as somebody who led the minority from 169 members all the way to 87 members, he knew all these things. And then he came on TV to say what he said. Now, the minority leader, Honorable Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin, Parliament of Ghana. So this document is a document that is coming from the lawyers who represented Abronye. Okay. Now Afenyo Markin a post with me and reading the background. The accused person, Mr. Kwame Bafo Abronye, Bono Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, was arraigned before the Circuit Court Accra on the 13th of May 2026 on the following charges. 1. Offensive conduct conducive to the breach of the peace. Section 207 or 2071 Criminal Code 1960 Act 29. Yade Abronye begina court no yade charge ba ko ne bo no. Na charge na yade offensive conduct conducive to the breach of the peace. Oye niamon say bia ama Ghana sebio ya sumdue ne kebi mami kebi no emra no kire se de oye no etia Ghana mra. Charge ye de bo no bi no. And a second, publication of false news, section 2081 Criminal Code 1960 Act. And a charge for fresh ade bo Abronye no say or the nyoma bi agum framem sebio eye abefo intentan no so a enye no kore eya tro. Ebetuma ba se okan ye, ebetuma ba se wo tro ye, ebetuma ba se eye mfoni. Ye say Ghana mra a ye friend Criminal Code 1960 Act 29 no ekire se oye sa nyoma no na uningina so na eya tra ye wo mra e wo Ghana ye betumi di a charge wo. Enti sa nyoma mienu wei e na ejina so a ye de Abronye ko gina court. Menya abotre e na me pese wote nyoma bi ase. Now, point 2. Prior to today's sitting, the accused was granted police inquiry bail on the 13th of April 2026. He was duly informed to appear before the court on the 13th of May 2026, which he did in compliance with the bail condition. Into almost say answer day na ye jail ye ma Abronye remand no on the 13th no oba court and ye catch and say on the on Sambra Oba court on the 13th of April. And the case say on the 13th of May no Umbra and Abronye eba court on the 13th of May. Remember, 13th of May and yedeno koto remand no. We are Afenyo the post the idea we make sure there. Now, counsel for the accused. You got a counsel for the accused Abronye lawyer. Counsel for the accused renewed an application for bail pending trial, citing that the offense are misdemeanors, that the accused has a fixed place of abode, is a public figure, and has reliable securities of sufficient means. Reliable sureties of sufficient means. Counsel further emphasized the accused's health conditions and family responsibilities. Omokodu court on the 13th of a year, May, no?
Okay, abusua we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so. Kevin Taylor na ye tenenka abronye DC e de Afenyo Markins akwakoto asemu. Abronye ni issue we na ama Afenyo Markins kwa press conference a eche already insult on sitting judge abusua enye easy. Kura beda masesamo je penekoko tisa ensem we e de MI gossip politics TV so.